You guys remember back in the day, I think it was VH1 that did Behind the Music, and they used to put up like different facts about the band, like they would just pop up and they would have, I forget what even the sound was. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah, that was pop-up video.
Pop-up video.
Pop-up video.
That's right. That's what that was. I wish people came with that.
Oh,
just one fact as you're sitting there talking to them, just bloop, 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 bloop. You can see it, so you know something about them, which is something that Mikey could have used at the pool the other day.
That's right. I met a true ne'er-do-well.
A what?
A ne'er-do-well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a word, right?
I think
Am I
so.
crazy? All right.
What is it?
A derelict.
Oh, okay.
That's a word too, right?
Yeah.
That's the one we all know.
Okay, good.
Did you study the dictionary before you
I
came in
did.
here?
I've been reading the dictionary. So me and my girlfriend go to her neighborhood pool. What we're looking for is a relaxing day. What we found is a man about to go to prison who we had to spend the day with.
Neat.
So we get into the pool. We're there. There's two other people in the pool. It's an older lady and then a guy, I'd say he's around 40 years old. He's got face tattoos and neck tattoos, but he's over on the other end of the pool, so we're good.
Okay.
We get about...
Either way, that doesn't say anything about anybody.
No,
Look
of
at
course
Post
not.
Malone.
We're good.
Nicest guy you'd ever meet, but he's tatted all over the place.
Absolutely. So there's an artful kind of face tattoo and there's a scary kind.
Gotcha.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fact.
So we're minding our own business. About 15 minutes in, this guy comes to our side of the pool and gets out on that ladder for some reason. And he just gives us a little, hey, how you guys doing? It's all good. Then he decides to set up his chair right behind us.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
That's
I
very
know.
weird.
So he was literally sitting on the other side of the pool and
Yeah.
then moved his stuff behind
Well,
you?
he was in the pool. He grabbed his stuff, moved it to a chair near us.
That is weird.
So kind of already where I go, oh, we're in for it here.
Your spidey senses are going off.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Or maybe he's just lonely.
he was definitely lonely.
That's because he has all those tattoos on his face. Nobody wants to sit next to him.
So we're sitting there for a couple minutes, and then he figures out a way to get into our conversation. He's looking at his phone, but by this point, it's apparent that this guy is absolutely hammered. And so he's trying to see his phone. He's trying to type, and then he starts like laughing out loud. He's trying to laugh loud enough for us to engage with him. Mm-hmm. He says, how do you spell floating? He keeps on spelling fluting. And so then it's just like he's giggling his way into our conversation.
So he's asking you how to spell this word just to bring you in. Okay.
Yeah, so we tell him, and then he immediately gives up the information. He says, oh, yeah, I'm texting this girl. I just met this girl. I'm texting her. And so we're like, all right, well, who's the girl? And also this guy's he's like 40 years old. It's like a weird thing to be bragging about to some kids. It's like, I'm texting a girl right now.
Yeah, when you're 40, you need to be texting women, not girls.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Well, okay. Well, maybe that's what got him in jail in the first place.
Yeah, maybe.
It's starting to come together.
Yeah, so he's drinking vodka and LaCroix.
LaCroix.
Ah, man.
He's drinking LaCroix and vodka. We're wrapped into his world at this point. There's no escaping because we're in the pool. Like, we can't just swim away from the guy. He's trying to have a conversation. Quickly, he just starts revealing his life story. He is semi-recently divorced. He's got his ex-wife's name, Sherry, just tattooed across his huge bicep. Just a huge tattoo. And he's just giving up all his information. Mm-hmm. She cheated on him with a guy with tattoos on his eyelids.
Okay, that's a guy you don't mess with.
Yes, he was outdone by that guy.
He got outdone.
He met his match.
You show up to a fight and you've got tattoos on your eyelids, this game's over. I'm just turning around.
I'm going home, bro.
There's nothing I can do to you that's going to be more painful than that.
Yeah, well, he was really looking down on this guy with the eyelids tattoos, and it's like, you have one like half an inch away from there. You're not too far away, buddy. And he also says that he's living at his sister's house now, and the HOA keeps on kicking him out of the pool. So he's very mindful of that older lady in the pool still. So like he's kind of whispering things to us. And yeah, so apparently the neighborhood is not a fan of this man. Quickly he gives up. Yeah, so his wife cheated on him. And he keeps on saying, listen, I can't say anything bad about her. I still love her. And then he takes an emotional pause, and then he goes, she's a B word. He's just flipping back and forth. That's, I don't know. He gets stuck in this loop where he gets emotional and he starts missing her. He's like, I want to call her, but I'm pretty sure there's like a restraining order. You could tell that there was something more keeping him from calling.
You are now firmly planted in this man's world.
I know everything about this guy. Can I just read you guys some of the information I gathered?
Oh, please.
Because he gave us he really gave us a lot. Also, he kept on saying, like, he would give us a sad story and then he'd be like, you know what I mean? And we'd both be like, yeah. No, you don't know what I mean. Listen, you guys are kids. You guys don't get it. It's like, all right, well, then why'd you ask? All right, so through a string of vague stories, here's what I gathered. He has served several stints in prison, the longest of which being 2 years. He drives a dump truck, but not for work. He works in an auto shop. So he wasn't driving the dump truck there, but he says that he drives a dump truck.
Okay. You can get those cheap these days?
I guess so.
All right.
He was bragging about dating a 40-year-old stripper when he was 17.
Okay.
It sounds like he might have tried to kill his ex-wife at some point.
Sherry?
Yeah, Sherry. Sherry.
But he loves Sherry.
He loves her, but he has moments of weakness.
But she's a bee. Right. Okay.
He works at an auto shop and he scams people daily.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. What else? He is not a fan of mine after a little while because he asked me what what's it called? What is it? 8-cylinder engine?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, like a V8.
Hold on. Yeah, V8. There you go.
I know cars.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
You just earned a tattoo on your eye.
No, so he asked me, you know what a V8 is, right? And
I was like the drink.
Yeah, like it's got 8 vegetables in it. It's really good for you. You should drink it in the morning first.
And I'm aware of what a V8 is, but I'm not going to try to explain it to this guy who's going to immediately call me wrong. So I'm just like, no, what is it? And he's like, oh, he doesn't even know what a V8 is. He's trying to show my girlfriend that I'm not a real man. That was an interesting part of it.
So is it true that he was going to go to prison the very next day?
Okay, yeah. So he also reveals his court date is at 8 a.m. the next morning.
And here he is with his vodka and LaCroix just getting ready.
Hanging out with some recent grads. And he keeps on forgetting that he's going to prison too. He's like, oh, I got court in the morning. But he made it clear, I'm going to prison. And the reason why he's going to prison, I can't gather. It's one of these two scenarios. It's for battery on someone, but one of the ones is his nephew who he's living with.
Damn.
He beat up his nephew, and we asked why, and he said he was talking us. So yeah, this is the guy. It's also one of these guys. You can't tell what's true what he's talking about. I don't know if he drives a dump truck.
What was the second thing?
He beat up another guy for talking us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. That's plenty.
That's his hobby. But whenever I didn't know what a V8 was, that was scary. I thought I was going to get kicked in the head.
The Bert Show.